Hey there, fellow investors. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been on everyone's mind for quite some time. Let's talk about the Philippine Stock Exchange, or PSE, a market that has been a roller coaster of emotions for many investors. For years, it's been a source of frustration for many. Investors have been left scratching their heads, wondering why their investments aren't yielding the returns they hoped for. Returns? Underwhelming, to say the least. The numbers just don't add up, and it's been a tough pill to swallow. We're talking about a market that's essentially flatlined while the rest of the world has seen growth. It's like watching everyone else at the party having a great time while you're stuck in the corner. This isn't about pointing fingers. It's about understanding the underlying issues that have caused the PSE to lag behind. It's about understanding why the PSE has lagged. We need to dig deep and analyze the factors at play. More importantly, it's about figuring out what we, as savvy investors, can do about it. We need to strategize and find ways to turn this around. Because let's face it, nobody likes leaving money on the table. We all want to see our investments grow and flourish. We're diving deep into the PSE. We'll look at the data, the trends, and the missed opportunities. We'll uncover the reasons behind its lackluster performance. It's time to shine a light on what's been holding the PSE back. We'll explore alternative investment avenues. There are always other options, and we need to be open to them. And trust me, we'll come out of this armed with the knowledge to make smarter, more profitable investment decisions. Let's get started on this journey to better understand and conquer the PSE. Let's cut to the chase. We're diving deep into the numbers today. The PSE's performance over the past decade, disappointing to say the least. Back in 2013, the PSE index hovered around 7,400 points. It was a time of excitement and investment upgrades. Fast forward to today, 2025, and guess what? We're barely scratching 7,000. That's a decade of stagnation. That's right, folks. Holders are in the red for over a decade. It's a stark contrast to other markets. Meanwhile, the US stock market has been on a tear, showing robust growth and resilience. The S&P 500 up over 100% in the same period. That's a phenomenal return. Even emerging markets have outpaced the Philippines, showing more dynamic growth and potential. So what gives? Why is the PSE stuck in reverse? It's a question that baffles many investors. It's time to ditch the rose-colored glasses and face reality. The numbers don't lie. The PSE's performance has been abysmal, and it's crucial to understand why. But hey, knowledge is power. By dissecting these numbers, we can gain valuable insights. By understanding the reasons behind this underperformance, we can start making smarter investment choices. It's all about learning and adapting. So, if money isn't flowing into the PSE, where is it going? Simple answer. Investors are seeking greener pastures. They're flocking to markets with higher growth potential and better returns. Think tech stocks in the US, renewable energy in Europe, or even infrastructure projects in other Southeast Asian countries. These markets offer something the PSE currently lacks: a compelling growth story. Investors are drawn to innovation, disruption, and the potential for outsized returns. Unfortunately, the PSE has struggled to keep pace with these global trends. This isn't to say there aren't any promising companies listed on the PSE, but for many investors, the risks associated with the overall market outweigh the potential rewards of individual stocks. Let's be blunt, the PSE suffers from an innovation deficit. While the rest of the world embraces tech, the Philippines lags. We're talking about a market dominated by traditional industries. Think utilities, real estate, and conglomerates. Don't get me wrong, these sectors are important, but they're not exactly known for their explosive growth. The PSE needs a shot of adrenaline. It needs companies at the forefront of technology, renewable energy, and digitalization. Without these growth drivers, the PSE is like a car stuck in reverse. It might move forward, but it's not going to win any races. To attract investors, the Philippines needs to foster innovation and create an environment where disruptive companies can thrive. Yeah. Section 5 na beyond the index, diversification is key. Here's the deal. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially if that basket is the PSE. Diversification is crucial for any successful investment strategy. Think beyond the PSEI and explore other asset classes. We're talking about global equities, bonds, real estate, and even alternative investments. By spreading your risk across different asset classes, you're less exposed to the ups and downs of any single market. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't get caught up in the short-term fluctuations of the PSE. Take a long-term perspective, diversify your portfolio, and you'll be well on your way to achieving your financial goals. Section 6, Navigating the Archipelago, a roadmap for investors. For those still keen on exploring the PSE, here's the deal. Be selective. Don't just buy the index. Do your homework and identify companies with strong fundamentals, solid management teams, and a clear growth strategy. Look for businesses that are adapting to the changing global landscape. Think companies embracing technology, expanding into new markets, or tapping into the growing middle class. Remember, investing in the PSE requires patience and a discerning eye. It's not about chasing quick profits. It's about identifying undervalued opportunities and holding for the long haul. Section 7, the long view, patience, and perspective. Look, the PSE might be facing headwinds, but it's not game over. The Philippines has a lot going for it. A young and growing population, a strategic location in Southeast Asia, and a government that's increasingly focused on economic reforms. These factors could create a more favorable environment for the PSE in the years to come. But it's going to take time. Investors need to be patient and maintain a long-term perspective. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't get discouraged by short-term setbacks. Stay informed, stay disciplined, and focus on the long game. Section 8, the future of the PSE, a call to action. The PSE's future is not predetermined. It is a canvas waiting to be painted by the actions and decisions of today. It's a story that's still being written with each stakeholder holding a pen to contribute to its narrative. Investors, policymakers, and businesses all have a role to play in shaping its trajectory. Their collaboration is essential. Investors need to demand more from the companies they invest in. They must push for transparency, accountability, and sustainable practices. Policymakers need to create a more business-friendly environment that fosters innovation and attracts foreign investment. This means enacting policies that encourage growth and stability. And businesses need to step up their game, embrace technology, and become more competitive on a global scale. They must innovate and adapt to changing market conditions. The PSE has the potential to be a dynamic engine for growth in the Philippines. It can drive economic development and create opportunities for all, but it's going to take a collective effort to unlock its true potential. Everyone must work together towards a common goal. Let's work together to make the PSE an attractive destination for investors and a driving force for economic prosperity. The future is in our hands. If you want to know more about investing in the stock market, check out the links below for our books and seminars.